Hey, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yes, it is I. Oh, man. I went outside earlier today. I would have went live while I was outside, but it was kind of brisk, and apparently the weather's getting a little nice, and I didn't even want to tell you guys this, and I didn't want you to see this, so that's why I didn't go live. But when I went out there was people outside. Like as if it was, get down. There was people outside as if it was like a summer's day. They were laughing, talking. It was just a little bit too many people outside. I don't even know what they doing out there. They must have had some coats on. I didn't even look. It was disgusting. Ugh. I would not recommend it. It was crazy. It was all outside, laughing and giggling and shit. What are you doing? Get down. That was creative. I don't know. My cat thinks she's Tom Cruise. She tried to climb up the window. There's no rail there or anything. Now she wants to go the other way. I don't even want to look at her. She's been chasing me around the house. I don't know. She does this thing now, my cat. She does this thing where she'll like, meow, meow, meow. And then I look and she's gone. And then as soon as I get relaxed and calm and I sit down, she just jumps out of nowhere. Coming at me like a panther. Like she's in the jungle or something. I'm talking about, sometimes I just hear the footsteps coming at me really fast before I even see, like, what? And she's like, and of course she wants to eat everything I have. Anything. Even if she don't want to eat it, she wants to smell it. Crazy. Quite the distraction having a kitty cat. Weather's getting nice. Good time to start walking your cat. If you haven't walked your cat yet, I suggest you give it a try. Yeah, respectfully. Preferably somewhere with trees. Yeah, cats love trees. It's like a monkey bar to them. Maybe a little tree. Because, they'll go all the way up the tree. And won't know how to come back down. Like a dog walking all the way up the stairs. But can't walk back down the stairs. So don't do it. Don't set them up like that. They don't have that alley cat life in them yet. So, oh man. Sometimes what I'm doing is like, I'm just taking these, like when I go live, to me, sometimes it's got to be limited. Especially with Facebook, the way Facebook be getting down. Oh my goodness, it got to be limited. So, sometimes I will go live and then it's not going to be available to everybody. Cat problems. It's not going to be available to everybody. It's going to be gone. And I might turn into clips. I might upload it on YouTube or somewhere else. But another thing, what I noticed is about the content, okay? A lot of people seem to have like a problem with content, so much so. I don't know, it's some kind of like intrigue. Like they either have a problem with it or they're intrigued by it. Either way, I'm not recording anybody at all. At all, I'm not. And then on top of that, I noticed like they're like trying to like report people, flag them continuously. It's kind of sad that you would spend so much time trying to report and flag someone that's doing absolutely nothing wrong. Now, I'll tell you one thing. All of this, like, yapping and talking about people and, you know, and this isn't going to everybody that's watching this video. I'm just talking about, you know, like certain people. They know who they are type people. Okay? All this talking about people and giving out information and stuff like that. It's like, it's not going to do anything for you, because what people like to do is they'll try to destroy your life, right? They'll try hard to destroy your life. And when it doesn't work out, they'll give up. Then they'll try to come into your life, infiltrate. And then when that doesn't work, they'll give up for a moment. Then they'll come back and try to destroy your life again. And when it doesn't work, what are they going to do next? Infiltrate. Try to be your friend again. Try to be, you know, sometimes people will pretend they're family even. Yeah, you'll have friends that'll be like, oh, we family. Stop using that word loosely. Let's put some respect on our ancestors. And, you know, we can't really call everybody family. Okay? We can't really call them family. Because they have to act like family. There's family members in our lives that don't act like family. They just act like strangers. You just walk by them on the subway or the train, or you drive by, that you're driving up the road, they're driving down the road. You never speak to each other. The kids don't even know each other. Sometimes that's how family is. But let's put some respect on family. Let's not call a bunch of strangers out in the street family. You know, we like to think that we could build a family outside of our own family, but we can't. The difference is major, because family, they might treat you like crap. They might drag you. But majority of the time, they won't try to take your life. Majority of the time, they ain't going to call the cops on you or something like that. You know, majority of the time, y'all might get into a fight, but like, you know, 10, 20 years from now, it wouldn't even matter, because you're family. You have this bond that's connected so much so that even if you didn't speak to each other, when things happen in your family, you're going to see each other, right? But strangers in the street that you try to treat like family, they're not family. You call them your day ones and all of that stuff because, you know, proximity, you know, they think proximity means, you know, that you're close, but you're not. A lot of times it's a forced relationship. Sometimes people, wherever they move from borough to borough, state to state, they pretend people are family. They know that that's a good, like, tactic to get in, you know, get things out of people. Make them feel like they can have that type of connection that they have with family. But it's not real. You know, half of the time, these people are scammers, okay? Real scammers. And so, they'll try to destroy your life. They'll try to take everything that you have, including your home, your car, your kids. They'll try to take everything that makes you great, because they think that everything that you have in your life defines you. But let me tell you something. People can rip the clothes off of your back, take the money out your pocket. They can rip all your hair out. And guess what? You can spin the block and still be the same baddie you always have been. Why? Because it's in me. Not on me or around me or behind me. It's in me. Okay? What someone has in them, you can never have. You could dream about it. You could wear their shoes, but they will never fit. Okay? That's probably one thing people probably didn't notice about the Cinderella story. You know? The shoe doesn't fit. So quit. We all can't be Cinderella. We're all not a princess. We're all not a queen. And sometimes, when you're in the presence of one, it can feel very intimidating and very uncomfortable. Okay? But what you really need to understand is when you meet somebody so regal, you can actually learn something. You can elevate yourself. No one's saying mimic another person. That's totally weird. But you can learn something about yourself. Okay? But family and friends, all of it seems to be more and more of an illusion for everyone. You can see people talking about it online all day long about how there's no such thing as real families. They don't even have no events or anything. They can't gather people together. It's violence, it's crimes, it's deceit, it's lies, it's sexcapades and illegitimate children and all types of things going on in people's family to the point they can't even have a barbecue. It's like a scene from Jerry Springer. But I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why it's like that is because a lot of people allowed themselves to be programmed. You allowed yourself to be programmed. And if once everybody comes to the same accord and realize, hey guys, there's nothing really wrong. We're just being programmed. I don't know if, y'all got to have a Zoom meeting before the barbecue, but y'all got to stop being programmed to believing things are as they seem. Very often, it's not what you think it is. It's always like that. And that's just like an example because, it goes into every situation. Your relationships at work and outside in your neighborhood, your social life and everything. People will have a perception and they ride this wave. Okay? So imagine if, if someone had a perception of me being like a serial killer or something like that. Yeah, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. So then when they see me, then it's like, immediately, right? You be ready to lunge out and attack. And that's what happens every time, people. Every time somebody's just trying to attack me and I'm like, I just don't understand. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? I find it humorous sometimes. But seriously, you could get away from me. Don't do that to me. I would never try to put anybody in harm's way. And it's crazy that people are always trying to put me in harm's way. And when they cannot put me in harm's way and I remove myself from the situation, they plead and beg for me to be repaired so they can start back with the same crap again. It's just like they said in, what is that, Rocky, and I'll always be quoting it. The city will chew you up and spit you out if you let it. And they don't care about you, him, her, nobody. So the only thing you can do is win. It's the only thing you can do. Chew you up, spit you out. And chew you up again. They don't care. That's how crazy they are, New Yorkers. They'll spin the block, come back for the gristle and the marrow. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Crows. The birds out here are crows. Y'all might have chickens out there in Ohio and Oregon or something. Y'all got little chickens out there. You know what I'm saying? But, Florida got flamingos, okay? All right? California, they got, what those birds called? I forgot. They got hummingbirds, all right? Cali got the hummingbirds. Florida got the flamingos. New York got the crows, okay? New York got crows. Alaska got some seagulls. They got a lot of gold, I'll tell you that. Women in Alaska, they the seagulls. All right? They got a lot of gold. Man, we could just keep going. But a crow, Let me tell you something about the birds in New York City, the female crows. A crow, you can show it $1 and it'll bring it back to you. Aha. You show a crow $1 and you feed it something, and every time you feed it, you give it $1, it'll bring you a whole lot of dollars. That's the difference between crows and flamingos, right? Crow gonna bring you back $1. You know why? Because she's out there feeding on people, like Medusa, just eating off carcasses all day long. She might have a few worms crawling about her because she just fed off a giant carcass. Come on. You know they love to eat groceries out here too. Little grocery eating gooch. What you eating all them groceries for? Must be hungry. That is crazy. Look. Where I come from, my time, we didn't do that. So now that I see everybody doing that, and I'm like, wonder what happened to... Nobody want to say nothing. They try to say like, oh, y'all just young, y'all don't know any better. I still think it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You're going to have to stop. Okay? And if you don't, you have to put some of this on it first, okay? Put some of that on it. You see that right there? Put that on it. Rub it in like that. You know what though? I just realized doing this. That's what some of you dry crows need. A little bit of moisture. So dry and bitter. You know? They be like, what's this? Your last situation. Oh. Your last situation. They be like, what is this? I don't know what it is. Baby. They got like, man, that's why they be talking about body count so much. I never really think it mattered. I'm like, what does it matter? You know, because these people, they got like some demon spirits. But all of that, it's not even about body count. It's about people they bring themselves around too. Like, you be around too many people. If you just around too many people, it's like you're around different auras of energy. If you're around too many people, you have to have a really strong aura. Because it really will affect you. And it could, like, transfer to other people. When you're around too many people with negative aura and stuff like that. That's why when people work in these negative places, they don't want to work there no more. They quit. Shoot, they gotta quit. Because, like, nobody want to be around no drama, violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, that smells so good. Anyway, nobody want to be around any drama or whatever. But you haters out there, I see you, but don't play with me, because at the end of the day, I'm really glad that you're watching. And I really hope that you tell your friends what I said, because it was all about you. That's right, it was. It was all about you. You. So tell your friends that I said it. I'm just joking. Alright, toodles. Good boy, everybody. What the hell?